If your mind goes blank, which mine does sometimes, I'm like, okay, let's get into this. Ask yourself some questions. Here are the questions. What am I excited about in my business or life? What's bothering me or holding me back? I tend to answer that one more than the other ones. But you didn't hear that. What do I want to improve or create? And lastly, to remove my block, what would wild success look like for me? Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett always express how important it is for you to take time to think. Most people that I talk to don't create that opportunity for themselves in their calendar. There's no time that I see where it says thinking time, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to help you today because I didn't always have this time. I created this, I would say, I don't even know when. It must have been, I know it was before COVID. But how many years before? I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3. It's something that hasn't been around in my life for definitely no more than 8 years. But it's changed my life dramatically. And I want you to do the same for yourself. I wish I would have done this all my life. Man. And I have a process for this. Because thinking time was always difficult in the sense that I needed to get into the right mode, focus, rhythm, flow. And this document, this process allows me to get there faster. Ready? This episode is brought to you by brillianttribe.com. I think every episode is, right? So go check us out. Set time to think. Here's what you do. In essence, here's what I do. 2 steps to this. Number 1, start with a mind dump. In fact, I have it on my calendar. I call it brain dump. I said, okay, brain dump time. It's that hour that I have, or 30 minutes, depending on the day that I have for thinking. And I put, okay, brain dump is first. Here's what I wrote down because it's my process. Free write all ideas. During the first part, write down everything on your mind, projects, tasks, potential goals, any creative or strategic ideas. Don't worry about order of importance. Just get it all out. Next, if you're stuck, use some prompts. If your mind goes blank, which mine does sometimes, I'm like, okay, let's get into this. Ask yourself some questions. Here are the questions. What am I excited about in my business or life? What's bothering me or holding me back? I tend to answer that one more than the other ones. But you didn't hear that. What do I want to improve or create? That's a good one. I like that one a lot. And lastly, to remove my block, what would wild success look like for me? By the way, when I get to the last one, I'm already in a groove. I hardly ever get to that last one. But they're there for you to understand. Hold on. Let me make sure they're categorized correctly. There they are. Next, I've got the next part to this. Outline only 3. Out of everything you did your brain dump on for 15, 20 minutes, sometimes it takes 10, just pick 3. Pick 3. And for each of these ideas, I want you to then outline them, create a framework, because the thing is, if you don't create this framework, and I learned this later on, you don't accomplish these amazing ideas that you could have had, right? So here they are. We're at 5. I think we've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6. We got 6 of these. And number 1 is the description. What's the idea? State it clearly. Number 2, what's the goal or the outcome? What do you hope to achieve with this idea? Number 3, why does it matter? Start with why, right? Why does it matter? Why is this idea important or valuable? How does it align with a bigger personal or business goal? And number 4, 3 more to go, but 4, resources and needs. What resources, people, or tools do you need to accomplish this? Good chances are the more ideas you have, the less you're going to take this on. And then you're going to have to highlight, what can I take on and what tools do I need to make this easier or better? Number 5, action steps and timeline. What steps need to happen and by when? And number 6, potential obstacles. What are the risks or barriers and how can I or you address them? And you know what? I just thought of another one that I do. I'm going to add number 7. I want you to number them 1 through 3 in importance. Like, which one is more important? Which one is more important? You'll see that at the bottom that I added that. And it's important because you're probably only going to be able to focus on some of these. So I always go back through my ideas, my thinking time. And I'm like, I remember us having one. Oh yeah, I put it into my calendar. This one was really good. Anyway, that's the idea behind it. This works. I would love for you to try this out. If you need this, let me know. I'll send it over to you. Have an awesome day.